A few weeks ago, I came out with a video called Nocatee in a Budget, the best value for your dollar. And I did that video because Nocatee becoming one of the most popular master plan communities to live in the United States here in Northeast Florida, it's become pretty expensive and almost unaffordable. But the whole intent of this video was to show you an opportunity in the Seabrook Village phase of Nocatee where a home would be most affordable for those on a budget. Well, since then, a new community has been opened up called Crosswinds. Now, Crosswinds is one of the second to last communities that will be opened up here in Nocatee, and it does include single-family homes. Initially, I wasn't super excited about Crosswinds, but then I looked into it with a client, and I actually saw some opportunities. And I'm going to get into it today, right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the location of this new community, and we will go ahead and go to the explorenocatee.com handy map. And it can get really confusing because Nocatee does have 50 communities, so you want to make sure you're looking at the neighborhoods that are not sold out. And as we scroll down here, Crosswinds is on the southern end of Nocatee across from Pine Island Academy. We're going to go ahead and take a look here. As you can see, there's been a lot of activity in Seabrook Village, Palm Crest, and Coral Ridge at Seabrook. And then, of course, there's a couple little town homes by Toll Brothers available in Franklin Square still. And then Palmetto Cove has some larger homes still available by Dosty and Toll Brothers. I think they have a couple left there. And believe it or not, Settlers Landing does have a building opportunity by David Weekley, from what I understand. And so a lot of my activity with all my clients has been building in Seabrook Village, Palm Crest, and Coral Ridge. So I was anticipating with the rapid sales of some of the most fantastic lots in those communities going through them so quickly that perhaps the Park Group would be announcing phase 2 and 3 of Seabrook Village next, because you can see the land's being cleared out. It's coming, but rather they threw me for a loop and they announced sales in September of 2023 of this new community called Crosswinds, which, like I said, is directly across the school from Pine Island Academy. So I was caught off guard for sure. I really wasn't that excited because, as you can see here, if I pull up the Crosswinds page, immediately I saw these villas that they refer to that are basically duplexes. And I didn't get too excited because a lot of you call me up looking for single family homes. So I was hoping for some larger lots, if you will. But as you can see here, Crosswinds does have single family homes as well. And there are some opportunities, like I said, come to find out. So let's learn a little bit about Crosswinds. So Crosswinds, again, located right across the street from Pine Island Academy. It's about 210 home sites, and I believe 145 of those are single family homes, and then the rest of them are these duplex villas, if you will. And these duplex villas will be built by Toll Brothers and David Weekley, and that is on this side, on the right side here. And then the other 145 home sites, they are being called 40-foot lots, hence the opportunity I come to find out. These are lots that have been assigned to David Weekley, Riverside Homes, and Providence Homes. Toll Brothers is not building single-family homes, only the villas. So again, the opportunities lie in these single-family homes, and let me get into that a little bit first of what those opportunities look like. So as I build anticipation and suspense with this opportunity, really quick, I resort back to my YouTube page just to remind you that, again, this video I did best lots in Seabrook of all the lots that my clients actually ended up building on. It's so important that you realize that when you're coming into a new community, how important the lot is as far as the location of the home. You can always fix the house later on, add to it or whatnot, but you can't change the location. So again, those lots are really important. And as you see here, my program is not working very well, so I'm just doing little childlike squigglies to distract you as well. But going back to the community of Crosswinds, again, there's 40-foot lots and there's 145 of them. And this is the beginning stages. They just opened up for pre-sales. And so as I was working with a client, I started looking into these lots and the builders and what the opportunities are. Now, these homes that are being offered in here, they're 1,600 to 2,600 square feet. So you can build a really nice single family 4-story home. And as if you start to gauge into some of these lots, you'll notice that some of them are much larger than others. And that's the first thing I do. If you watch my videos, as you've seen from the channel, I have a ton of videos with plenty of information. The first thing I'm doing for my client is I'm looking at the most preferred lots, the ones that visually to me look like they're a lot bigger. And when you come narrow it down and you figure out what lots you really like, then you go ahead and find out which builders own those lots. And believe it or not, all the builders don't always release all those great lots right away. Some do, some don't. So you really have to have a real estate professional on your side that is on top of the game, that understands what lots are released, what's not, what's available, what you can build. And then the next thing we're going to do is, once we pick out those nice lots, we're going to go ahead and figure out what builder has it. And then we're going to find out what model homes are they building that fit your needs, right? And so as we get into that, we find out exactly the model home that works for you with that builder on that lot. And then we go ahead and we get a lot fit. And what we do is we ask the most skilled and professional rep that's available with that builder. And every builder is different, and not all reps are created equal, just like not all real estate professionals are indeed professionals. But we would get a lot fit and we would set that home on the lot. And this is what it looks like. Okay, so this is a lot fit. This is an actual lot fit for an actual lot that's in Crosswinds. I had my preferred sales rep go ahead and take the preferred floor plan of the preferred lot of my client and go ahead and put the actual footprint of the home on the lot to scale, so that we could actually see the measurements of what the house will look like on this particular lot. And here lies the opportunity. If you notice right over here, the lot in the front is not 40 feet, it's 74 feet wide. And that is the opportunity, because again, they're selling 40-foot lots in Crosswind, but here we have a pie shape. This is considered a reverse pie shape. It's got 74 feet of frontage. So why is that important? Well, there's a lot of benefits to that, obviously. For resale, first of all, what I look at is that you're not so close to your neighbor. You actually have space between you and your neighbor. Okay. The other big benefit here is, as you can see, since there's enough room on the side, the builder has builder restriction lines. This lot, we are able to move the AC pad from the behind the home to the side of the home, again, which is very big for resale. And of course, if you're putting that AC on the side of the home, you have plenty of room here. If you notice, on one side, the lot goes 120 feet deep, and on the other side, 140 feet deep. And there is plenty of room if you should decide to put a pool in. And even if you don't, it's great resale value to still have a home that has the ability to put a pool in at a later date. So that also builds the resale value. So that's what's really important. So again, Crosswinds is selling 40-foot lots, but some of these lots are 74 feet wide in the front, and that allows the opportunity. So what's the catch? So there's no real catch, to be honest with you. It's all about timing. And the reality is, in the beginning of these new developments, no one wants to be first. And there's multiple reasons for that. First off, you know, as a buyer that wants to build a home, you're basically in a stage where we just have cleared land. As you can see here, there are roads in, and it's really hard to visualize what the community is going to actually look like. So if you don't have the vision, there's that unknown, and of course there's that fear. The second reason why people don't decide to take advantage of these opportunities is because they're basically timing the market or they're just following the rest of the herd with the market. I always say in all my videos, in order to find an opportunity, you have to go against the grain. So if everybody's looking to buy a house, you're going to have less opportunity. If there's less people looking for a house, you're going to have more opportunity. So timing the market never works. And I think what you really need to do is focus on your needs, your wants and needs. These new construction homes are going to take 8 to 9 months minimum to build. So technically, even though you're putting down a deposit now, you're not closing on the home for another 8 to 9 months. But again, trying to time the market and not really just focusing on your needs is a terrible idea, and is another reason why most people don't get these preferred lots. What's the number 3 reason? The final and the biggest reason, I think, is that if you're the first lot, you're basically building first and you're going to be finished first. And of course, you're going to have to sit through the construction of all the other homes. But again, there's so much upside to this. It's something that you really need to overlook for the long term if you're going to commit to building a new home. And the benefits right off the bat is that you're getting one of the best lots in the community. Okay, there's only so many of them, and if you get that best lot, you're going to have better resale down the road. And again, as I said before, you can always upgrade your home, you can always do many things to your home, but you can't move it. The location is set, and that's it. So that's one of the number one benefits of being first, is that you get to pick the best lot. And of course, if there's different opportunities, you may be able to find your preferred lot with your preferred builder as well. And then, of course, the next best thing is that's really important is you're going to get the best price. There's always better pricing when they open up a community. It's like an introductory pricing, and it's standard practice with builders in the industry that every 3, 4, 5, 5th sale, they usually raise either the price of the lot premium, or they raise the price of the home, the base price of the home. And sometimes they'll switch. Every 3, 4, 5 homes, they don't want you to see that they keep raising the lot premium, so they'll go ahead and raise the base price of that floor plan that you choose in the home. So it may not be noticeable to you, but someone who's in the business doing it every day like myself, I can see, they raised that, or they raised that price. And again, it happens every 3rd, 4th, or 5th sale, depending on the builder. So if you move early and you get those introductory prices, not only could you get the best lot, but you're also going to get the best price. And those should be pretty much good enough reason for you to want to take advantage of those opportunities. Finally, it all goes down to your needs and not trying to time the market. You're fulfilling what you need for you right now. And again, the build times are 8 to 9 months. Another thing I will let you know about this whole situation of moving forward is it's kind of interesting, specifically with the developer. They're very quick to announce the sales of these communities, and yet some of the builders don't have all the complete information. So I just found out recently, supposedly this is going to be an X flood zone, which means it will not require flood insurance. So I'm told at this point. So again, that's probably one of the other fears, is there are some unknowns, of course. There's some fears, of course, of, what are going to be in these parks. And again, the developer hasn't announced those. I question sometimes if they even know what they're going to put there yet. But again, those are some of the setbacks maybe that people may have, or reservations they may have. But nothing supersedes having the best slot in the community with the builder that you prefer at the best price. Nothing. Finally, another thing that will be the big elephant in the room is the fact that although it's across the street from Pine Island Academy, I will make note that it was not included in the rezoning for the school year of 24-25. So as of right now, this community is zoned for Pine Island Academy. It's literally right across the street from the school. The golf cart parking for the school is literally right on the corner of the neighborhood. So there is no rezoning for 24-25. So this will be zoned for PIA, and then of course Nice High School. That is something to consider as well if you're wanting your children to go to a particular school. And if again, I have another video. I go back here. It's called St. Johns County Schools Really That Great? I really talk about this rezoning, which is going to be announced. What I've learned in the meetings with the school district is that basically it's not about the geography of where the neighborhood is located, whether or not they're going to rezone it or not. It's more so that St. John's school district is growing so quickly and rapidly that a lot of the communities have had to go through multiple rezoning. So they're not always looking at rezoning on a geographic aspect of things. They're looking at it like, well, that community's already been rezoned twice over the years, so we don't want to rezone them a third time. So they could always be susceptible to rezoning. It'd be kind of weird because it's right across the street from the school. But for now, this is Pine Island Academy. And if you want to learn more about the rezonings, St. John's School District, please check out that video. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel. I hope you find these videos informative. Again, I'd love to be your resource of choice if you're considering the area. It costs you nothing to have representation when you're purchasing a new home. It costs you nothing. It is a marketing expense to the builder. They are not going to negotiate a realtor's commission on the price of the home because the homes are set at a specific price and the builder standard is not to reduce that cost. It's to only raise the price, because if they reduce the cost of the home because you're not using a realtor, then they're completely ruining the comps for the rest of the buildings that they're going to be creating in this development. So it costs you nothing to have a real estate professional as an advocate on your side. Very important to have that, and it makes a big difference, especially if you have a real estate professional like myself that is dealing with a lot of consecutive builds right now in this community with the builders. I have a reputation with them. I have developed trust with them. So it only benefits to have you have someone on your side as your advocate that understands what's going on in the community, understands the benefits of all the builders. And then not to mention, it's going to save you a massive amount of time. Why are you going to go through all the motions of trying to find out what builders are building on what lot, if those lots are released? Does the floor plan even work for you? Will it fit a pool or not? Why would you go through all that when you could just call someone up like myself and say, hey, Greg, I'm looking for a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath. I like room for a pool. Are there any good lots that has some privacy? I'd like to be in a preserve. Or do you know yet what's going on that park in the middle section there? What are your favorite lots? Like, what do you think would be good for resale? And then boom, boom, boom. Not only do you get all the answers right away and you start moving at a faster pace than everybody else, but you have an advocate on your side. So I hope you enjoyed this. I have tons of videos here in Nocatee. If you're new and you don't know the community, I would definitely suggest some of the videos like 10 things you may not know about Nocatee, Ponte Vedra's overview, map overviews of the whole entire community. It's a really special place, and I love living here as well, and I certainly am biased, but I hope to see you on that next video. And again, if you're looking to move to the area, my information will be in the description below. My name is Greg Tutulio, and you can text me, call me, or email me. The information will be in the description below, and you will get a hold of me, and we'll discuss what your future needs are. So I'll see you on that next video, and I look forward to hearing from you.